Long time no see. Me and Edward Van Moosen here going to give you a little rundown of Together as One T.A.O Music Festival. It was really a great event. So big up to the Zen family, Zen committee. Thumbs up. Let's get right into it. Now, T.A.O was basically, just to let you know, 3 stages. Main stage soca, second stage electronica, third stage world beats. It was a great way to have everybody one area. If your friends didn't like electronic and they wanted to hear soca but you wanted to align with them for carnival, you could have come to best. So let's get into the artists who was there, right? Because we want to know who played. We had our local boys. We had Digital Buddha, Nick Farrar, Blazo, and Jerry West also. Then our international acts, we had the lovely Sarah Howells, we had Dash Berlin, and Roger Shah for the evening. When I got to T.A.O, I saw Digital Buddha was already on the decks, his normal style, giving it a little progressive, very, not very hard. And the crowd that was now filtering in was like, okay, cool, what's this? Saw some people starting to come across from the main stage to check out what was really going on. Some stayed to listen, and that was pretty cool. After Digital Buddha, we saw him give way to Blazo, a guy that we all know is like, wait, Blazo on stage and the sun not rising. What really going on here, boy? Nah, the man played a great set. As usual, Blazo showed that, hey, I could do sunrise, and I'm a kind of guy that can make the party go, yeah, go Blazo, go Blazo. Moving on, we also had Nick Farrar, it was really cool to see Nick. He was actually in Canada, came down to play at T.A.O, so it was really nice seeing him, hearing him. You know, every time I hear Nick, he finds you always hear something different in his sets as he grows. You know, he's a young guy and he is a growing artist, so big up to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. After that, we also saw the beginning of our international acts, Miss Sarah Howells. Now, she had Digital Buddha backing her up, so it was nice to see one of our local boys, you know, on stage, sharing the stage with an international singer like herself. And Sarah performed a couple of her hits that we all know. I mean, I was singing out loud, you know. Reverie was one that I was singing very loud. I'm not sure if, you know, people beside me heard what I was singing. I know I sounded horrible. If you stood beside me, I am sorry. But I really love the song. And then Find Yourself, she ended with, I believe. So it was really nice to hear Sarah live. Someone that I've heard in different songs that personally that I like. So, you know, Sarah, thumbs up, and I had the pleasure of actually liming with the girl. She is cool, down to earth. I mean, she really is a sweet person, and I have to say, big up to Sarah Howells. I even listened to her band, Paper Aeroplane. So, you know, check that out. It's actually pretty nifty, you know. I like it. Hey. After Sarah, we saw her give way to Dash Berlin, somebody that we have seen in Trinidad before. And if you missed him at Zen, the first night that he played in Trinidad, a lot of people were like, it was awesome. My blog for Dash Berlin, it was best. I believe that was my blog. So, him coming back to Trinidad, I mean, what could be better, right? And he didn't let the crowd down at all. By the time he came, you saw that the crowd that was growing constantly from the time Digital Buddha started to the time Sarah started, the crowd had grown and it was getting larger and larger. By the time Dash Berlin hit the stage, I must say I was running around taking pictures of the crowd, trying to get some pictures on stage. And at one point, maybe in the first half an hour of his set, I turned around to take a picture, and my goodness, I was in shock. Not unhappy shock. I was in ecstatic shock because I turned around and there were, I mean, it was full. The place was wall to wall, people just jumping, raving out, and I was happy. It's good to see all you guys out. I mean, this is what we want. We want to see everybody out at the events having fun. I mean, it's what it's all about, you know. An artist can come into Trinidad and play an awesome set, but he needs to see that he has supporters here, and he has to feed off of your vibe. And the vibe that was going on at that stage was just awesome. You know, I had friends that actually came to see to main stage, and they're not really into the electronic scene, and they came across, and some of them stayed for a while. They're like, wow, this the vibe here is real cool. So pick yourself up, Trinis, because you definitely helped make the night best. As for Dash Berlin's set, he didn't let us down at all. The man came out blazing guns. I mean, from start to finish, he just kept the crowd jumping, hyped, you know, really interactive. I mean, he gave out t-shirts, he came out with his little iPad thing saying, hello Trinidad and Tobago, make some noise. And it was really cool. I mean, you know, I was actually moving around a lot, as I said, and in the last like 15 minutes, I realized, I heard this truck in the background. I'm like, what is that, boy? I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, what is that truck? I want it. And for the life of me, I am yet to find out the name of said truck. So if there was a truck in the last 15 minutes that you don't know what it is, and you want it, and you found it, and you would like to pass on and share the wealth, hey, leave a comment, or, you know, a link, or like a video response, something, you know, link a sister. Great. So Dash Berlin ended on a really high note, and the crowd was still there, and the energy was just massive. He gave way to Roger Shah. Now, Roger Shah is well known for his sets where he has actual, he has a piano that he has on stage with him, and he's well known for doing a live DJ set and including his piano, well, his little keyboard, I should say, not piano, I apologize, little electronic keyboard. Now, Roger Shah is somebody that I've always wanted to see live, so I was really ecstatic at this point. Honestly, at that point, it was like 15 minutes into the set, I was like, I done workhorse. Like, I hand over the camera, and I know I might have gotten slapped, but I was like, I done walk. No, I'm gonna jump around like a little bunny rabbit and be happy. I mean, played some awesome tracks. He played, you know, a lot of his Sun Lounger tracks that just have so much memories for me, and I just wanted to smile. And what was really awesome was him and his manager, actually, or his stage manager, I believe it's his manager. He actually was really interactive with the crowd. I mean, he jumping up on his stage and thing. You could see they were both having a lot of fun. And, you know, it was really nice to see Roger Shah, you know, playing his keyboard, and he actually was able to pull up one of the people in the audience. Some of y'all may know this young lady Jessie, and she actually played the keyboard. He took her hand and he like pressed the keys, and then she ended up doing it on her own, and I was like, I so win. So I was like, hey, big up to Jessie. So his set, all in all, was it was great. It was nice. It wasn't a sunrise going on, but believe me, it was the type of set that makes you go, wow, that was awesome. That's all I could say, because I don't know if it was because I was so happy and bouncing around, but I mean, it was nice to hear some of his Sound Lounger tracks, some of his other tracks that we've heard remixed. I know I never am, and I'm not lying, I'm never gonna be good with names of tracks, so I'll just stay quiet on that one. All in all, after all of the after Roger's set, I should say, we saw where Digital Buddha actually came back on with Jerry West, and both of them were on stage until, well, I know Jerry was there until probably 5, because I probably 5, 6, and I know that Digital Buddha played until around 7, a little before, when they actually cut the music on him and say, hey, ladies, I'm just joking. They actually did turn off the music. So, T.A.O electronic stage, very best.